Hey everyone, it's Kyle at Prolux. We have been receiving some emails from our customers and returns regarding the Prolux Storm. So in today's video, I want to give you a quick breakdown of how to set it up and use it when it comes to the Rainbow E2 Black model. So I hope this video clears up any confusion you may have. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so I just want to show you guys how to find the correct model Storm for your Rainbow vacuum cleaner. So go ahead and open your web browser of choice and at the search bar type in www.proluxcleaners.com. Once the home page opens, go up to the search bar and type in Storm. And then from here, just find your model of Rainbow, whether it's E2 Black, D4 SCPN2, or E-Series 1 and 2 speed. So this is going to be for the E-Series, the E2 Gold, and the E2 Blue. Click on the correct model of Rainbow that you own, add it to cart, and continue through the checkout process. Alright, so here we have the E-Black model. It's labeled E-Black, so we're going to go ahead and open this bad boy up and go over what's included inside the box. And then I'll show you guys how to assemble the Storm and how to hook it up to the E2 Black. And then I'll go over how to use it. So once you have it unboxed, you have this cardboard insert, you have the instruction manual, you have the carpet solution, you have the wand, and then you have the Prolux Storm itself. The E2 Black model Prolux Storm is going to be different compared to the other models, whereas you don't have a hose handle. So for the D4 models all the way up to the E2 Blue, you're going to have a hose handle and you have to use your existing tool hose. When it comes to the Prolux Storm that's compatible with the E2 Black, you just get a wand and you have to use the main electrical hose as the hose handle to suck up the water and solution. The E2 Black is the only model that you can use the main electrical hose since it is waterproof. So I'm going to get everything out of its packaging and I'll show you how to hook it up. Alright, so we got everything out of its packaging. We got the Storm itself, the wand, and then the E2 Black main hose. So first we're going to attach the wand to the actual shampooer. There's going to be this pivot neck. You're going to want to take the wand and just insert it into the pivot. And then just give the wand a tug to make sure it's in all the way. And then I'm going to show you how to attach the hose. And then don't forget to take these twisty ties off the Prolux Storm power cord. There's going to be 2 of them. So go ahead and remove the twisty ties real quick because you're going to need it to plug it into the main hose. Alright, those are done. So you got to take the main hose that's with your E2 Black and you're just going to connect it to the upper wand portion. If it isn't going all the way, you're going to have to press the button lock in so it slides down. And then kind of lift it up till it locks in the button lock. And then you're going to take the power cord and then you're going to connect it to this piece right here on the hose. And just like that, you have the Prolux Storm assembled. So I'm going to show you how to hook it up to your E2 Black. Alright, so this is probably the hardest part. You're going to need to take the opposite end of the main hose and connect it to the canister. And that's it. So now we get everything assembled. I'm going to show you guys how to fill the tank with water and solution. And then I'll show you guys how to use it. Alright, so now we have everything assembled. I'm going to go over how to fill the tank with water and solution, but before I do that, there is some things on the tank I want to show you. So on the left side you have this sticker and it says 1 lid full of shampoo solution per tank of water for light shampooing. and 2 lids full of solution for dirtier carpets. So no matter what type of carpet solution you use, just make sure you follow these instructions. Then over here, this is some storage recommendations to keep your Prolux Storm in working operation. So it says, before storing the unit, empty the tank of solution and allow water only to be sprayed by the shampooer for 5 seconds. Make sure tank is empty before storage. So if you leave the solution in the tank and you don't rinse the entire shampooer out, that solution is going to harden, it's going to create clogs, and when you go to use this to clean your dirty carpets, it's not going to work. So I highly recommend, for your carpet shampooer's sake, that you follow these instructions and make sure you clear the system out of the solution. So with that being said, I'm going to go fill this bad boy up for water, and then we're going to add solution. Okay, so I got the tank full of water. Now I'm going to add 2 lidfuls of our carpet cleaner solution. And then I'll show you how to turn everything on, and then I will show you guys how it works. Okay, we got 2 lidfuls. I'm gonna put the cap back on. So like earlier I was talking about the storage recommendation when you're done shampooing and you need to run water through the unit to kind of clean it out. So this is what will happen if you don't. You see all this white crusty stuff? This is dried solution. So if you don't run water through your unit for at least 5 seconds, all that extra solution that's in your storm will dry up and be crusty, and this will cause clogs and your Prolux Storm will not work efficiently. So I highly recommend that you follow these storage recommendations. Alright, so now I'm going to go over the operation to use the Prolux Storm with E2 Black. Plug your canister in, turn the vacuum on, and then for the switch on the handle, you can either have it in the middle position, and this allows you, the user, to control the power to the unit by using the button, or you can throw the switch all the way back and the unit will run continuously. So with that being said, I'm going to now shampoo this rug and show you guys how it works. Alright, so once you're done shampooing your area, go ahead and fill your rug or carpet. And if you notice that there's too much water or excess water on your carpet or rug, what you're going to want to do is you're going to turn the canister on, but you're going to make sure the handle switch is in the off position so the Prolux Storm is not dispensing water. And you're going to go over those areas again, and then using the vacuum suction, the Prolux Storm will pick up all the excess water and solution from the carpets, and they will feel much less wet and more of a damp feeling, just as if you're using a Rug Doctor or any other carpet shampooer out there on the market. So I'm going to demonstrate for that for you guys right now. Alright, so I did a couple passes over the area I initially shampooed, and it feels more damp instead of soaking wet. So just remember, if the area you are shampooing feels soaking wet, go over that area again, but with the hose handle in the off position so it uses the vacuum suction to pick up all that excess water. And then I just want to go over some additional features of the Prolux Storm kit. So the wand itself is extendable, so whether you're a short or tall person, the wand can extend to a height that's comfortable for you. So all you have to do is press this black button down and pull up, and you have a wide variety of different heights that you can adjust it to. And then you have this button down here. So the Prolux Storm is also a scrubber, so if you want to use this bad boy on hard floor surfaces or tile, you can do that, and this is what that button is for. So when you have it pressed in, the Prolux Storm is going to dispense more water in solution to saturate the area you're cleaning to kind of get the stain or the dirt and debris removed. But if you have it pressed in so it sticks out, it's going to dispense less water in solution. So if you're going to be using this on tile or hard floor surfaces, I recommend that you have the button pressed up, or so it's sticking out so it dispenses less water in solution. But this is all on personal preferences. You can decide this for your application, but I'm going to show you guys how it works on hard floor surfaces. Alright, so I just want to show you guys what the water looks like in the water bowl before I end this video. I only vacuumed a small surface area on the rug, and I did a couple passes on the hard floors, and as you can see, the water is pretty dirty. So this just shows that the Prolux Storm is effective in what it does as long as it's set up and used properly. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope this quick breakdown was helpful, and you now know how to use the Prolux Storm made to fit the Rainbow E2 Black vacuum cleaner. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, you can refer back to the owner's manual. Everything I covered today can be found in the owner's manual. Or you can leave a comment down in the comment section below. Or if you want, you're more than welcome to send us an email at service@proluxcleaners.com. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Kyle at Prolux. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.